So, wie gaan dit wees? Cyril Ramaphosa, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, Zweli Mkhize, of selfs Baleka Mbete. 'n Paar duisend ANC-lede gaan oor 9 maande byeenkom in 'n saal in Gauteng en besluit wie die volgende president van die party en waarskynlik die land gaan wees. Ek verwelkom die joernalis Max du Preez en Ralph Mathekga, politieke ontleder en skrywer van die boek When Zuma Goes. Max, ek wil by jou begin. Jy het hierdie week 'n roekelose Zuma beskryf in jou koerant en media rubriek, wat so Simpson die tempel se pilare op homself intrek. Hoekom sal hy nie eerder probeer om konsensus te bou in aanloop tot Desember se kongres nie?
Ek dink hy's paniekerig. Ek dink hy het 'n idee dat hy besig is om die oorlog vir die hart van die ANC te verloor. Hy sien hoe die mense aan sy kant van die ANC, hoe hulle droog maak. Die portefeuljekomitees van die parlement, alles wat ons ontvou daar, dit is van sy mense. Dis SASSA, dis die SABC. So hy verloor grond, sonder enige twyfel. En hy sit in diep bekommernis oor 783 aanklagte, kriminele aanklagte. En al die goed werk op hom en ek dink hy sy skuif laas Vrydag om die grondkaart te speel, om sy eie caucus 3 dae nadat hulle gepraat het, sy eie caucus lynreg te weerspreek. En vir die eerste keer ANC-leier te word wat sê, ons gaan die grondwet uitgooi. Dit is paniek. So ek dink ons kan al hoe meer populisme van hom verwag.
But Ralph, surely every time he does something as extraordinary, reckless as this, his enemies inside the ANC are emboldened. The caucus surely must be plotting to repudiate him.
Well, indeed, and I agree with Max there that there is a sense of panic that is setting in from where he is, President Jacob Zuma, and I think the ground is shifting beneath his feet, but we should not ignore the fact that he's still in charge, even if there are people who are making inroads, and we have seen people within the ANC being emboldened last year, towards the end of the year, staging a motion of no confidence within the NEC. That just shows that people are seeing the space that is emerging, but still, he's still overwhelms the ANC. He's still in charge of the ANC. You see the Premier League, that is his allies, and they're still very much in charge. And I think that even if he might not get his candidate, or even if he might not be able to get the top 6 of the ANC packed as neatly as he would want, he will still be able to get the type of compromise that he will actually want. For example, if you have Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma as the leader there, you can chop and pack underneath there. You can be able to find other compromise candidate that will come up with the top 6 that doesn't have a complete legitimacy crisis.
Ons gaan nou oor so 'n ander kompromiskandidaat praat, maar Max, is die president Zuma se steun vir 'n opvolger, sy endorsements wat die Engels sou sê, nie 'n kus van die dood nie. Jy weet, as hy sê sy ex-vrou Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma moet hom opvolg, doen dit nie Afrikaanse eintlik skade aan nie.
Ek dink Dr. Dlamini Zuma het laasweek teruggekom uit Addis Ababa uit. Sy is nou heeltemal klaar as dit oorhandig. Sy is nou hier. Sy gaan waarskynlik binnekort in die kabinet wees in die volgende paar weke. En as ek haar so kyk en die vrou wat ek geleer ken het toe sy minister was, moet sy bitter kwaad wees dat die vrou wat ons op televisie gesien in die laaste 2-3 dae haar hoofverkiesingsagent is, Batabile Dlamini. Ja, so dit is 'n albatros om haar nek. Ek dink sy sou beter gevaar het sonder die vroueliga, sonder die jeugliga, sonder Jimmy Manny, sonder die Guptas. Sou sy 'n beter kans gehad het.
Maar kan sy nie kies om daai albatros af te gooi nie?
Hoe sê jy vir die vroueliga vlieg in jou kanon? Jy kan dit amper nie doen nie. En as jy dan jy moet hou wat jy het. Maar haar kaarte is nog nie gespeel nie. Ek wil net, terwyl ons hiervan praat, moet ons een ding onthou. Dit gaan nie net oor wie in Desember op die verkiesingskonferensie van die ANC gekies gaan word nie. Dit gaan daaroor, gaan daardie persoon die president van die land wees daarna? Dis die groot prys. En ek het die indruk, vir die eerste keer baie sterk, dat Jacob Zuma wil nou die 2 sentrums van mag hê. Hy wil die president bly agterna. Dis 'n groot vraag vir ons toekoms.
Die president van die land, nie van die party.
Die president van die land bly, al is hy nie meer president van die ANC nie, want hy kan nie meer president van die ANC wees nie. maar hy wil aanbly as president van die land tot 2019.
Okay, Ralph, so surely there are sensible people in the ANC, we know some of them, who know that to go into 2019's election with a Zuma-anointed candidate, or Zuma himself, who knows, might diminish the party's prospects at the ballot box, given what happened last August.
Indeed, but I don't think that is much of his concern. If he really cared about the party, if he cared about the reputation of the party from outside, he would have left office, as people have said that. But I think he's hoping to install the person, and as Max is saying, if he can install someone from his corner, he's now guaranteed a place until 2019. If he falters, he doesn't install someone from his corner, he might get his marching orders immediately after 2017. He doesn't want to risk that by any means, and I think he's going to be very focused on making sure someone comes from his corner.
But how worried is he if somebody from his corner is not chosen, that he might eat that watery soup that you get in jail?
He has a very good, that's a very good question. He has got there is something complex that is also underway. Suppose Cyril Ramaphosa wins the presidency of the ANC and Esma Khashoggi and the Premier League retains control of the party. Remember, we shouldn't focus only on number one within the ANC. You should focus on the entire top six as to where control of the party is going to be. You can have the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, running a government while not really having a hold of what's happening within the party. And if he dares try to facilitate or enthusiastically support charging President Jacob Zuma, those within the party, including the Premier League, are going to say to him that we will recall you. Unlike President Jacob Zuma, he won't be in a position to repel that because he will not be in charge of the party. That is the risk that might happen.
Max, wie se steun van die ANC takke en provinsies het die wenkandidaat in Desember noodwendig nodig? Ek bedoel, sonder wie kan jy nie uitstap daar met die nommer 1 posisie nie?
Ja, dis nie, jy hoef nie noodwendig die groot blokke te hê nie. Jy moet sekere blokke oorheers, verseker. Ek dink president Zuma gaan waarskynlik die pyp rook in KwaZulu-Natal, wat die grootste enkele blok is.
Of sy gekose kandidaat dan nou?
Of sy, ja, ek bedoel sy kamp. En ek meen dan is daar die Vrystaat en Mpumalanga en Noordwes, waar ek meen die stuk oor hy sê dit goed gewys. Hy is 'n uitstekende organiseerder en ons moet die hele tyd onthou, ons praat nie nou van die nasionale uitvoerende komitee nie, want hulle is besig om teen hom te draai. Ons praat van die takke. En ons moet wonder hoe in die Junie-konferensie hierdie ding bestuur gaan word. Gaan ons weer sluit sê, kieslyste hê? Hulle sê nee, gaan dit weer gebeur. So daar's 'n skerp verdeling tussen platteland en stedelik. Net soos ons in Zimbabwe gesien het met Robert Mugabe. Maar die platteland, wat nou baie belangrik is, en dis iets wat ons nou net gesien het, Esma Khashoggi, David Mabuza en Supremo Mapelo is besig om takke te stig en takke te aktiveer. En ek dink die stedelike elite laat dit 'n bietjie eenkant. Ek meen dit is ook Julius Malema se swakheid is. Hy maak nie takke nie. En dis wat hulle by die ou nasionaliste kan leer. Dis hoe jy 'n party organiseer.
So, Ralph, the rural constituency which Max referred to in the Zimbabwe case might support the president's camp. But there is another candidate whose name is often mentioned as one who could straddle this divide, who could bring the KZN vote with him, as Willem Kiese, of course, but who would also might become a darling also of the markets and capital and so forth. I mean, is that something which you are regarding as a serious possibility?
That would be a very reasonable compromise, and I don't think it's going to happen because I don't think people are willing to go that route. I think that there is some level of extremism that is underway. There is no trust. Remember, the very same Kiese we're talking about is one of the people who actually has had doubt about President Jacob Zuma's leadership. It has been reported that he has had concern. Apparently, it's reported to have gone back and apologized in Kandla. What that means is that he doesn't have a ticket of his own. Even if he's from KZN, he could only be given a deal in the same manner that Cyril Ramaphosa was given a deal in 2012.
Was it not also Kiese who opposed the appointment of Des van Rooyen as the weekend special finance minister and convinced the president to...
We hear that he did play a role. We hear that the markets played a role, the banks played a role, that they did twist President Jacob Zuma's hand on that one. But what matters is the branch. Every time I meet members of the ANC Youth League from the branches, you can see they are not interested in any compromise. They want their candidates outright.
Dis die dinamika wat mense vinnig moet inreken. 2019 is om die draai. Daar's groot paranoia in die ANC dat hulle dalk onder 50% gaan kom, want dit is, as die kurwe voortbly, gaan hulle onder 50% kry. Dan gaan 'n groot klomp mense hulle werk verloor. Mense wat nog glo in die idee van die ANC, wil hê die idee van die ANC moet oorleef. Maar meer so is mense wat werk verloor en in die krib, snoet in die krib wil druk. Daardie mense wil 'n sterk leier hê, 'n charismatiese leier hê, want ons gaan ontsaglike moeilike besluite moet neem in die regering volgende jaar. En daai ou, smak dit my, is Cyril Ramaphosa. Die enigste ou met die charisma om mense saam met hom te neem. Dit is nie Dr. Dlamini Zuma nie.
Maar Cyril is dalk nie die tipe ou, Max, wat sal kan doen wat president Zuma laas Vrydag aan die Raad van Tradisionele Leiers gesê het behoort te gebeur nie, naamlik dat die sogenaamde swart partye moet verenig op byvoorbeeld die grondkwessie. Dit is tog sekerlik nie 'n agenda daai wat Cyril Ramaphosa sal dryf nie.
Nee, maar dit is nie 'n baie gewilde boodskap nie. Die protes binne in die ANC oor sy uitspraak oor grond, maar B oor hierdie ding van al die swart partye moet saam staan. Is nie 'n gewilde boodskap nie. Suid-Afrikaners, doodgewone Suid-Afrikaners is gematigde mense. Die rasisme en die haat wat ons sien, ons moenie ons blind staar daarteen. Die mense wil hê ons moet stabiel wees en ons moet saam vorentoe gaan. En Zuma lees dit verkeerd. Hy speel die raskaart en hy speel die grondkaart, hy speel die populiste kaart, hy probeer die meer EFF wees as EFF. En dit gaan nie noodwendig vir hom stemme bring.
Ralph, if the president does what Max foresees he might try to do, and that is to stay on as president of the country after after 2019, is there enough fight in the ANC and among the reformers in the ANC to stop him?
Well, I think that the best way they can do is to get outside the party. You have a possibility that some might actually start jump ship and then go from a party outside. Remember, the last two elective conferences of the ANC have produced a party. So consistently, this one might also do that, but only if he remains too stubborn within the... I think that he's going to be very cautious about staying beyond 2019. Apparently, he wants to go to Nkandla and write the part of his story.
Who would not want to?
Tell about his story. We'll see about that.
Let's watch this space. Thank you very, very much. Baie dankie vir die inskakel vanaand. Ek is volgende Woensdag weer op by Pos in Johannesburg. Ongelukkig nie weer hier in die feestelike wynlande nie. Sien julle dan weer. Goeienaand.